Welcome to the game room. Yeah, gratitude always mean everything. Gratitude always mean everything. Gratitude always mean everything. Welcome to the game room. Yeah, gratitude always mean everything. Gratitude always mean everything. Gratitude always mean everything. Welcome to the game room. Drop your quarters in the slot, pick your player, and welcome to the game room. I'm your host, GSMuzik. That's GSMuzik. And today, my special guest, Harlem's own KoolGMim.
Don't forget the dollar sign.
Don't forget the dollar sign.
Yeah. Yo, man.
We also got RP up in here.
Shout out my man RP.
You already.
Dollar.
You already.
Yeah. In the building, man.
Definitely.
Trying to do the right thing.
So what's going on, Brody?
Nothing, man. You know what I mean? I ain't want to get on here and start smoke, but, you know, I already just, speaking of don't forget the dollar, man. You know what I mean? If y'all rappers out there going to try to, you know what I mean, jack the swag, pay homage, you know what I mean? But it's good to know the influence is spreading, you know what I mean? Don't forget the dollar.
Don't forget the dollar, just don't forget the dollar.
Just don't forget the
Right,
dollar.
bro.
When you shout, don't forget the dollar, just don't forget the dollar, you
Don't
heard?
forget it.
G-Mims, man, one and only.
One and only. So, how's life treating you?
I mean, life is life, man.
Life is life.
You know what I mean? So it's beautiful. You know, it's beautiful. It has its ups and downs.
Right.
If that's how you perceive it, you know what I mean? But life is life, you know what I mean? Learning life is always new,
Right.
you know? So I'm enjoying it. I'm glad to be alive.
Right.
It's a blessing in itself, you know?
And
Been
with
through a
that,
lot,
there's nothing
right?
but
You know what I
opportunities.
mean? We made it through hell and back. Looking back, I can't
Facts.
fathom how we did it. Shit, we must have had an angel. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel, you know? So I'm just walking in my divine, walking in my blessings, walking in my path.
Right. Speaking of Angel, you and Jim Jones got that song out right now,
Yeah.
burning up the tracks.
Yeah. Shout out to Jim, man. Big Vampire Life, man.
Shout out to the
He's,
Capo.
that's the man, you know what I mean? And
Definitely.
we made a good record together, and I'm just glad that it's connecting to the people. You know, I was just having a conversation about not being too attached emotionally to records, having favorites and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's one of those records that I just let go. You know, I thought it was dope, but I just let it go. I didn't hold on to it. I didn't overthink it. I just made sure I did everything I knew I was supposed to do, and it's taking a life of its own.
It definitely is. And it's a hot song.
Yeah, man, it's a really good record, man. It's
Right.
hot, man. People are fucking with it. It's going up on the YouTube. It's going up on streaming platforms. Shout out to all of the DJs and all the radio stations that's been playing. It's been playing across the country. So
Right.
it's just these last 2 months has opened up doors and just brought a lot more acknowledgement to the work that I've been putting in. You know, a lot of people that know me know that I
Grinding.
grind. Yeah, I grind. I do my thing with this. So it's just starting to become a machine behind it from the endless work.
Right.
You know?
And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, you gotta get in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Or
sit
you got to
back.
be within people a circle that's in it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because just being with them, it's a lot about the circle you keep. You know what I
Right.
mean? The energy you keep around, because being around the right people, it'll become a norm to be in it.
Right.
You know
That
what I
become
mean?
the energy.
And I'm around people that's in it at all times. So
Right.
in order to be around the type of people that I'm around, you got to be enshrined in what's going on. You can't nobody has time to just
Right.
hang out with bystanders.
Or do nothing.
Yeah, doing nothing, being a spectator. There's a lane for that, and there's a lane for really diving in. So, that's paying off.
Right.
It's paying off.
It definitely is.
Thank
And I want to give you your flowers.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
it, man.
Like, definitely you putting on
You know.
Well, I like plants, man. Give me plants, man.
Hey, you got your
I want
flowers.
life, you feel me? Yeah,
You got your
give me.
flowers.
It don't gotta be flowers. Give me plants. You know what I mean? I would like stuff that continues to grow.
You
You know what I
feel
mean?
me?
Flowers. I get it though. I love the term. You know what I mean? But I just be thinking deep. Like
Right.
flowers die. You know what I mean? Flowers are already at the peak of their blossom.
Right.
Give me something that can have continued growth.
Right.
You know what I mean? So thank you
Right.
for my
For your flowers.
yeah.
Give you your credit, you know, where credit is due. You definitely putting on for Harlem,
yeah.
you know.
And the whole, it's for New York, man. Upper West Side, Harlem. It's for, cause I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Right.
We was just looking at the streams and analysis and shit like that, nigga. They fuck with me in Brooklyn. They fuck with me in the Bronx. And shout out to whoever that is.
It's New York.
If I don't know you, you know what I mean. Shout out to New York. But being from Harlem means the world to me. It has everything to do with my style, my approach,
Right.
my love for other people's art,
Right.
and
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Indiana though.
Indiana.
yeah,
They
shout out
support.
to Indiana, shout out to
Indiana. They
to.
support.
I mean, nah, it's mad. It's other states. Shout out to it's mad DJs that's been fucking with the music, and that's really what's been pushing it forward. You know what I mean? Yeah, Indiana, Detroit. Fuck, I don't want to forget
D.
nobody.
Shout out to D.
But you know me. Shout out to the DJs, man. Y'all been showing me some love. The Atlanta, Chicago, fucking Ohio, Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
It's been kind of nice. So
Got family out there.
it's good to know that music is
Don't forget the dollar.
Shout out to Don't Forget the Dollar, man. Shout out to my man Chris Whammy too, man. He's been doing wonderful, helping me, and that's just what it is too. Like changing your circle, expanding your circle.
Right.
I don't know, like I get the whole no new friends, day ones, and there's a place for them, and there's a place for that type of relationships. But I'm all into like meeting new people and learning new things from new people. You know what I mean? That's the only way education is gonna spread. Adequately.
Can't hold on to the
You can't really
information.
hold on to the information.
Gotta
It's
let
not
it.
gonna
And that's
be
what this platform is for.
Mm-hmm.
So, back to the Angel song. How did that come about? The collab with you and Jim.
The song started with me and T on the beat.
All right. Shout out to T. I
shout
know
out to
T on the
T.
beat.
We was just working. We was working on by that time we was working on several records, and we got a way of just working together in the studio. You know what I mean? He'll be working on beats, and if when he comes across a beat that just makes me kind of start rapping,
Right.
he just keeps
You know,
expanding
fits
on
your
it.
style.
He'll hear it or he'll see it,
Right.
and he'll just go. And Angel started out like that. Like I didn't even have Jim in the studio at first, and what happened is I started to see Jim on the record when I said "Dope White Range Bumping Ghost" to Rich Porter.
So you envisioned Jim already being on there?
Yeah, by the time
collab.
he didn't even know about that record. I didn't even think I asked him.
Right.
I was really reflecting on a real moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ghost Right Range Bumping Ghost to Rich Porter. So that line made me say it'd be dope to have Jim on the record or whatnot.
Right.
While that was happening, I was already kind of on Jim's radar anyway. So when I became Vampire Life, that was the first record we did. We got in the studio and but I was around, man. I've been around Jim for a while, man. I've seen him create music for a valid enough long time to say that I've been in the studio a lot with Jim.
To know he'll definitely be the perfect one to fit on there.
And like I said, I already kind of had I was on his radar, so it was just a good vibe. It was a good creative vibe. When he heard it, he fucked with it. He jumped right on it. And I was in the studio when he did his verse. And now we like 2-3 songs in now. I mean, only one drop, but we got songs in. So that's Capo. Big Vampire Life, yeah.
So y'all got something coming. I got something
Shout out to Capo.
to be expecting right now.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the Vampire Life. Shout out Dice King. Shout out to Udas. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mr. Chicken. Shout out to the whole MOB, Bird Gang, Vampire Life. Everybody, man. Shout out to the whole camp, man. And we doing our thing.
Right.
We doing our thing. That's it, man. And
we gotta bring Harlem back to that forefront.
I mean, yeah, you know what?
Like, I mean, and not to take from nothing. Like, it's New York everything. But there was a time when Harlem was like definitely leading the band.
You know what's so crazy though?
Yeah.
It's nobody even in Manhattan leading the band.
That's my point.
Like, not just Harlem, but like the whole Manhattan. Like, it's Bronx, Brooklyn.
Right.
Bronx, Brooklyn heavy, Queens.
That's a fact.
But it's really like not nothing, not nobody from Harlem, Upper West Side, Lower East Side, Hell's Kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, really, really leading the pack. There's people working, though, but I'm not saying that there's no one not working. It's just like the light's not on us like that yet. You know what I mean? But there's some amazing artists from the town.
Like, the pot is brewing.
Oh, nah, the pie is brewing. There's some dope-ass artists, you feel me? Like, don't get it twisted. I'm a fan of this shit, too. It ain't just me. I ain't one of them niggas, you feel me? I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, it's a lot of dope artists in the city and definitely in the borough and definitely in Harlem.
Right.
So, you know, it's just we working. You know what I mean? We figuring it out. We figured out the codes. We starting to bubble out. And, you know, stay tuned.
So, who you got coming up, like, on any future projects that we can expect? Any more collabs?
Yeah. But I'm going to say this. To be announced.
To be announced? Yeah.
To be announced. You know what I mean? There's some preliminary
exclusive
things. Yeah, there's some preliminary things that I'm learning in the game that I don't want to speak too soon, but this, you know, we can talk about it later. But shout out to the people who I am doing music with and I have records with, and you know, they'll be out soon. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's some stuff that I have in store, but I just got to do it the right way. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth and give y'all an expectation that takes longer than expected.
Right.
So
outside of rap, do you have any projects that we should know about?
Oh, well, we got the Don't Forget the Dollar. You know what I mean? Weed Strand. So come check us out. You feel me?
Okay.
I wish we had one on me, but we got the oh yeah. We got the Don't Forget the Dollar. You heard? Yeah.
Okay.
See, check that good package out. You feel that? You feel it good? You know what I mean? Dimensions on the bag. You feel it, you know what I mean? You gonna remember, you know what I mean? Good zip.
Yeah.
Don't forget the dollar. So we got the weed strain. Shout out my man Yum and Cheese. Hello. And that's going on. I'm in a web series. Shout out to Juicy. Shout out to the Juicy web series. My man Millimeter Mac and Zoe.
Okay.
I'm in a web series. We in season 6 now. The finale comes out. Well, I don't know when this is going to drop, but the finale comes out next Thursday. So,
what's the name of the series again?
Juicy web series.
Juicy web series.
Yeah. So basically, a quick storyline is like. It's almost like the female Juice. It originated as being like the female Juice, just switched into Juicy, and four girls, four young women, and but it's more like up to date. It's more like surrounded around zoning people and scamming like that, as opposed to it being like
as a
just
twist,
robbing the corner store. Although there's something of that element there to bring a context to the series and the plays that it's making on the other movies, but it's also sort of like a set it off vibe. Like it's juicy, it's juice meets set it off meets, you know, the new scam, like you know what I mean, Zoe and people and shit. So Zoe is like the main character, and all of the everything kind of is revolving around her hustles and her people that she got
Right.
that she either played or got in her corner. So it's season 6. It's a growing popular show. It's definitely in the 100,000s. Um, and probably over 6 seasons. It's probably over even a million. I think they probably even over a million, closer to a million.
Congratulations.
So yeah, thank you. You know what I mean. I play a role. My name is Raheem. So I like doing that. I enjoy getting behind the camera in those forms. I used to do it when I was younger.
Right.
I didn't think it was that cool back then, but now I wish I kind of stayed with it. But it's good. That's good too.
So
And,
you wish you would have pursued some acting?
I mean, yeah, I wish I just stuck with it. I wanted to be with my friends and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I was doing this so young.
Right.
I was doing this so young that I was missing school and shit. So I just thought it was cooler to be playing basketball and shit with my homies and shit. So
Right.
I was getting paid for it too, but I didn't really. What was I spending money on? I was going to school and shit every day. I had everything else I
Yeah.
really wanted as a kid. I had video games. I had, you know what I mean,
Right.
clothes and shit. So I had family. What I didn't really
Need for much.
need for much. You know what I mean? At least I wasn't raised on all
Right.
of the. I had enough. So I wanted to be with my friends. But
Right.
I mean, looking at it now, I probably should have stuck with it a little more. I could have, and I mean, the doors might still be open. All I got to do is kind of put it out there that's on my resume.
Right. It's
And,
never too late.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know,
But backtracking, right? Same way you climbing up the charts right now with your music, you also could have been in another direction with that basketball thing too.
yeah. I mean, I play ball too, man. That plays a part in my and when I kind of really decided to dive into music, because I always knew I could rap and shit, but
Right.
I would. It's alright that I'm cursing and stuff on you.
Good.
Yeah, I always knew I could rap and stuff. So basketball for me was kind of just finding my own identity.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was also like that was my way of getting my shit off in the hood. You know what I mean? It's playing ball. That was my
Right.
talent. That was my way of standing out.
Right.
And I was pretty good at basketball. I would say I used basketball enough to get me into good school situations. It motivated me to have
So
a certain grade point average.
let's note that you're intelligent too.
I'm on my face. My bad.
You good.
Dad, I'm listening.
Yeah, you're not just out here, you're intelligent.
Oh yeah, I take pride in my intelligence. I mean, but I don't know everything.
Right.
But that's probably what makes me
That's-
intelligent, because I don't never feel like I know,
Right.
more than people.
A part of being intelligent is knowing that you can never get enough information. It's always out
Yeah, it's so much more than to know than what you do know. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I live by that. I take a lot of pride in respecting that truth. And I just try to approach that. You know what I mean? I know all information ain't good information either.
Right.
All information ain't useful information, but I try to like expose myself to enough to just be aware,
Yeah.
you know. Word.
That's what's up. Or because a lot of people ain't here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they probably was very talented, but they ain't have nobody behind them, like you said. They ain't have that circle.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of wasted talent right
Yeah.
now, and I don't know. Like, I'm glad you have that because everybody don't. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find. Even when you have it, people don't really want to push you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, use that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I mean, what's our form of pushing each other from where, if you from where I'm from, is kind of like a backwards way of like telling you ain't shit until you keep proving me wrong
Right.
1,000 times. Like, even if you play ball and your man might be like, nigga, you ain't gonna shit. You know what I mean? Show me something.
But that's
you know
the
what I mean?
thing. Why it gotta be that way? You
That's
feel me?
how-
Like
that's
why we gotta
how,
face
you know what I mean?
adversity
Like,
at home?
it
Like,
gotta
come on,
be
that
like,
shit is ridiculous.
like, nigga, show me. You know what I mean? It's
Why?
just,
Like,
sometimes that shit be like that.
why can't just be I believe? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is so weird. Like,
I mean,
and it's weird to hear that it's common. You understand what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
it is
Like,
common. But,
yeah,
you know,
more than you think.
I was talking to my mom's about this actually recently. But it's like that scene in Notorious or something like that where his friend kind of refers to like, yo, I everybody's calling him Biggie Smalls, but I'm always gonna see Christopher.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what happens is when people learn more, when you grow up with people and they know your ins and outs, your flaws, your highs, your lows. You know, even if it's not on purpose, you kind of start creating a expectation of what they can and can't do, or
Right.
you start feeling like if they can do it, you could do it. You know what I mean? Like all of those little inner things that we're not really taught to deal with,
Right.
those emotions that we're not taught to deal with and kind of like navigate through, because it's okay, but it's like you got to learn how to use stuff like that for motivation, or accept that that person is accelerating to great things, and to whether or not you're gaining anything from it, you ought to cheer that person on, because that might inspire your child or your cousin or your fucking auntie or something like that,
Right.
and or open a door for one of them. And it's a tough thing to do when everyone else is also talented in the same way. You know what I mean? We haven't really fully learned how to be competitive and supportive.
Right.
You know what I
But
mean?
what if a person ain't strong enough to even deal with that mentally?
Then maybe it's not for you.
Or,
I mean, sometimes it could be like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes you have to learn your level. Like, I always look at, if you got analysis, right,
right,
and you got 375 people that listen to your music faithfully,
right,
monetize that. Maybe it's not meant for you to be a superstar.
right,
Maybe it's meant for you to use those 357 people 357 times.
right. No, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? You got to kind of, sometimes people aren't honest. People want fame. People want money. People don't even know how much money they want. They just know they want money, and people don't know what to do with the money.
Right.
They just know they want money. People want fame. They don't know what to do with the fame. Niggas is just shooting for shit that they see other people have.
Right,
So,
and don't know the struggle or the consequences behind it.
don't know nothing about it.
Right.
They just deal with it as it comes, and that's most people's story, because it comes kind of fast.
Right.
But, or if it comes slow, those people are probably a little more prepared. But
Or humble.
Or humbled. I don't like humble, but maybe so. You know what I mean?
Or have gratitude.
I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's different. But I am gonna say that when supporting each other and you have the same talent, right? You rap, but homie around the block rap too.
Right.
And the people from his building fuck with his shit.
Right.
And the people from your building fuck with your shit. So y'all fuck with each other, but the people that fuck with your shit not gonna fuck with homie around the corner shit, because they fuck with your shit. They want to see them blow, but they want to see you blow first.
But we can
It's
see
just
each other
weird shit,
blow.
but we can see each other blow. We can help each other blow.
See, this is my thing though. Like, all three of us can rap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can want successful for both of y'all, like I would want for myself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play your shit, play yours, play mine,
Mhm.
and that's what it is. You know what
But
I'm
the
saying?
truth is, that's what it is. But at some point, it does come down to a time where you gotta decide if it's about to be about you or it's about to be about something else, or what, or the other person, right? Because what happens is somebody's the door opener.
Right.
And you got to be okay with being in the room for somebody else's opportunity to open up, so the room can open up to everyone. A lot of times that's hard for people.
It is.
You know what I mean? That's just the truth. A lot of times that's hard for people. They want that opportunity to be theirs. And it's, it's okay. That's a real feeling. But that divvy outs the people that are able to be fit enough to make it in probably all industries. I'm sure it's like that in several industries, not just music. I'm sure it's like that in the business field and sports. I'm sure it's mad athletes that are very exceptional athletes that are sitting at home watching basketball players they know they better than.
Right.
That they played on the court with and bust their ass and nobody will never know that you was
Right.
smoking them like that. But they didn't have the right setup. They wasn't in front of the right games or in front of the right scouts or
Right.
journalists or whoever the fuck controls the narrative of who is the top players. So, that's how I feel about that. But I do wish that there was a way that we could come together and kind of support and push our community artists and just each other's talents up cohesively. It don't got to be at the same time. It just kind of just got to be cohesive. And I think when you do that, the dollars passed in the community more times before it goes out. And but there's something about a hierarchy, bro,
Yeah.
that makes things work. You know what I mean? It's something about saying this person is the best or this is the best or this is the hottest that makes
Everything else.
fall in place.
Right.
So,
But see, like, I got a thing where it's like, even with that, cool, it creates a plateau. It's like the Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you have those who try to achieve that. My thing is like, and I had this conversation with a past guest, whether you get there or I get you there, we still there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And if people can get that concept in their head, a lot more of us will be successful. Not just us in a position that's forefronting, you know what I'm saying, with the mics, but those that's actually supporting. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The supporting cast. Because if I go to the top, right, and I got my team with me, they're moving in that same direction. You don't have to be in the front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be a part of that train.
Yeah.
Like, let's get this shit moving. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, like how you said, if a person is not mentally strong for it, it's not meant for them. A lot of times, if they actually, like you said, had that support, you know what I'm saying? They might even find themselves.
There's just a
feel me?
consistency behind people that are mentally for it, though. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's what I'm like. If it's not, that can apply to anything. That don't just gotta apply to music. You know what I mean? Like, there's a consistency in someone that, or in a person that stays in it,
Right.
regardless of the obstacles, regardless of the discouraging, or the highs, the lows. They stay in it.
Right.
Watching other people be successful faster, perceivably so, before you get more than you. Staying the course is something about staying the course that creates an avenue of success for people, and that's what I mean by not. If it's not for you, it's not for
Right,
you.
right.
If you're not saying you're not talented enough.
Right.
I'm saying it takes a certain level of focus,
Right.
of keening in on what you want to attain. It does. These people that you idolize that we see on TV and shit like that, they're in the studio for days. They sacrifice eating. You just see them with the chains on and the good clothes, and you don't even know whether or not they take that shit back.
Right.
You understand? You don't know they might never need to wear that shit again.
Right.
Fuck whether or not they have it. They might not never have a need to wear
People
it.
don't want to hear sacrifices
It's sacrifices.
or struggle. They don't want to hear that.
These niggas is tired. These niggas is dead serious. Am I lying? These niggas is dead
yeah.
tired. These niggas is high. These niggas is really, it's a wear and tear. So that's why I'm saying if it's not for you,
It's not.
mentally, nigga, it's
I
not
get it.
for
I
you,
get
nigga. I
it.
don't give a fuck how talented you are. If you can't bear the mental warfare of this shit, it is
Right.
high opinionated. There's a lot of lonely days, a lot of contacts that that won't continue, that will continue, friends, family, you're gonna lose contact with them. all that shit is going to happen.
Right. Not agreeable.
You know what I mean? So mentally, you gotta be for it. If it's not, you're gonna know. You'll know if it's not for you.
Right.
And it's for some super talented people that know everybody in the fucking world that you could think of that would lead to success. People don't know what to do with it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. It might not be for them.
Nah, that's a fact. Shit is crazy though. You know?
What's wrong? I'm drunk?
Nah.
What that mean?
Telling the nigga to bring me the water, right? Because nigga went out to get the water, right? Nigga, she just went out to get the water. Right?
Oh, and I never brought the waters back.
Oh.
Like, alright, so.
Music lighter?
Yeah.
Niggas in here like.
So we're gonna take this moment to get a word from our sponsor.
To get a
this
water from our sponsors.
Today's episode of The Game Room is brought to you by none other than Make My Fish.
Hey, what up, baby? Yo, let me get my regular.
Make My Fish, an established staple in the community, can be located at 120 West 116th Street between Malcolm X Boulevard and Adam Clayton Powell. If you're a Harlem night, you know that to be Lenox and 7th Avenue. The number is 917-388-3138. So if you're ever hungry or find yourself in the heart of Harlem, stop on in. There's more than enough, because here the saying is, don't be shellfish.
Now back to our show.
I know it's kind of like opposite of that vibe, but you could even get like you can get like some shit, something going with like some kids, like
What you mean?
some boys, like, you know what I mean, like
Had them playing the games?
not even playing the games, but just kind of fellowship in an environment like this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even if they doing like a podcast or something like
Oh, the
that.
fellas you talking about?
Yeah, but like boys, like
Younger
teenage
guys,
kids.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this a cool
Those who
environment.
into the gaming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the game,
yeah.
they like this type of shit. You know what I mean? Especially keep these little niggas ass in the house sometimes.
Yo, I just stopped
Keep 'em
like
in the
6
house instead of
kids the other
outside.
day from possibly robbing somebody. I'm walking
Yeah.
my dog. I hear these little niggas talking about, yo, who we gonna get and all that. I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
had to have a talk with them. I gave them a couple of dollars. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And I don't know. I might have saved somebody that day. Might have saved them. You know what I'm saying? But shit is definitely crazy out here.
My aunt said, one of my aunts told me that was her tactic with her children. She made sure they had every video game.
Right.
You might not have had every clothes.
Right.
And all that. You ain't need all that. You had good enough clothes, fly enough clothes, but she ain't want them outside for no reason.
Right.
Giving them all the flyest clothes initiates them to want to go outside and wear it and shit
Right.
like that. Getting them, but they had every video game you could think of. So when they were done with their work, if they wasn't playing like a sport or doing something like extra
Right. She
curricular,
occupied their time.
she
with that.
occupied their time with letting them explore their imagination virtually,
Right.
and that kept them safe.
Right.
In retrospect, it's like, oh, they got every video game, they playing a bunch of video games, but it kept them safe
Right.
at a time where being outside, it wasn't like, you couldn't just pull your phone out and camcord. Shit was happening.
That's the new device that's keeping them occupied.
Yeah, this is like $150 era. You know what I mean? Like this is where things that happen to you.
That's
So
a fact.
maybe that I look at, it's bringing me back to certain moments. Looking at the games, I'm like, yo, this shit look fun.
Yeah.
But it's tapping me into like a time like where
Where you was in
this
tune
was
with
okay.
your youth, right?
Yeah. I was in tune with my youth.
The innocence.
Yeah.
Innocence.
Yeah, I mean, innocence. Yeah, it's just, to me, it's just the imagination. It's just the imagination.
I don't know about the innocence. But it was some good times.
Yeah, just the imagination.
Hilarious.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, innocent time,
Yeah, innocent time, a very joyful time in my life. I had
Right.
a worryless time. Yeah.
When was that? Before music?
Yeah, that was before music. That was before music. I was just like drawing and shit. When I used to draw, I used to get toys and draw shit. I used to do shit like
So
this.
you was nice. You
You know what I mean? If I'd have stuck to it with it, I'd be able to do something like this. But I could draw like my toys. I started off tracing, and once I learned like strokes,
right.
I started drawing my toys and shit like that. And I got good. I used to draw like Spawn toys and shit like that.
You kind of nice then. If you was drawing
Now, I
action
can't do that
figures.
now though. But it took days. Like, bro, you know, I was into shit like that.
I
So
took
would.
up cartoon animation, and I
Okay.
can't draw for nothing now. Like,
Yo, yeah, yo, bro.
for no-
But I can't do it. I don't know if I could do it on a computer or something. I could do it on probably. I would have to train myself. I
Right.
can't even just jump up and do it. But I could. I started off drawing Sonic. I started off tracing Sonic.
right.
I used to have a tracing book, bro, and I used to trace Sonic. Then I learned how to draw Sonic on my own.
Right.
And then once I learned how to give expression to pictures and it didn't have to look so flat, I started like trying
Like
to draw like
three-dimensional.
yeah, I started trying to draw Allen Iverson.
No
No cap. No cap. I'm not lying, bro. This is how I tried. I tried
From
to draw it.
Sonic to
Yeah,
Iverson.
because my teacher taught me how to put that shit in like in frames, like those
Oh
square
yeah, them
boxes.
little boxes. Yeah,
So
yeah.
when I did that,
Diagrams.
it was easy to try
Right,
to
right.
fill in every box and then look at it in retrospect and be like, oh shit, it all came together.
Right.
But yeah, then I started just trying to draw toys, looking at the shit on the table and
Shit, if you was
Drawing.
drawing on that level, it's possible. I mean, possible that it's still there.
yeah, it's just an attention span
Right.
that when I was a kid, it wasn't nobody but my kids. I didn't have kids. My phone didn't. I didn't have a
Yeah,
phone
no
that rung.
responsibilities.
I could sit in there for 4 hours and not worry about nothing. You know what I mean? And I think that's just the innocence that you talk about with
Right.
being youth. I had no responsibility. But I mean,
Something you might have to still explore though.
yeah, I mean, I still like I do my cover art and shit from time to time. I design my website. I do it. I do a lot of like shit like creatively, kind of like if I could try to
Get the
do it
bags?
myself. No, but the don't forget the dollar logo is what I did, and
Right.
yeah, a lot of that stuff just derived from me just being creative, bro. I came up with the whole don't forget the dollar off of damn, I don't know if I should tell my shit. But I came up with don't forget the dollar because really started off the S, the dollar, the S on Mims.
Right.
Don't forget the dollar. Mace was one of my favorite rappers growing up, so he had MA$E, so I
Shout
wanted
out
my
Mace.
dollar sign.
Harlem
And
World.
one day I used to rap at this place called Limelight Wednesdays at Sapphire Lounge. And shit, you could probably Google that shit on YouTube. I say some shit. I was learning it was like two boxes. It'd be like a room like this. Maybe it'd look packed if it was 25, 30 people in here, right? And we stood on two boxes that could kind of fit. Yo, bro, if anybody is watching this shit that's from Limelight, yo, it used to be two boxes and it used to be like 10 people trying to stand on the box,
Right.
hyping up the DJs, be cameras. People would come from like all across the world in this small place, and you got to work on like your craftsmanship and performing. For me, that's what it was. That's how I got prepared to perform in front of a lot of people. So I started trying to come up with tactics to make people call and respond.
Right.
So I used to say, GMims, don't forget the dollar sign. GMims, don't forget GMims, don't forget the dollar sign. And what happened is people started saying, don't forget the dollar
stuck.
sign. People started coming back asking for, yo, who's that guy? Don't forget the dollar sign. And when that happened, it just stood
on a
with me.
life of its
It
own.
took a life on its own. So since then, I just kind of found ways to give it meaning. You know what I mean? For me, don't forget the dollar sign. Is just kind of like know your worth.
Right.
You know, gain your benefit. You know what I mean? Get what's yours. Don't forget the dollar. Don't forget to keep your value
That's a fact.
in mind. And don't forget me. Yeah.
Right. And you after that dollar.
Yeah. So
Right.
that's what it's been, and apparently it's starting to spread. I've heard a couple artists, you know what I mean, kind of use my
Running
shit,
with your shit.
but it's all good, you know what I mean. That's just shows that it's spreading, you know what I mean. Yeah, that's a positive in it.
Right. So where does the Kool and the GMims stem from?
Well, George is my name. George Mims. So G Mims is really, it ain't really like a gimmick. It's
Right.
just my name, and Cool is just homage to my pops. Um, it started out as a nucleus between my pops, my older brother Rob. I got another brother Isaac, but my older brother Rob. Um, Me, him, and affiliation of my pops, Cool DJ Red Alert. We always had something called the Cool Connection.
Shout out, Red
So
Alert.
shout out to he's the big legend, the big hip hop legend.
Definitely.
And and what happened is we had something called the Cool Connection. So I was like the rapper. My pops is I am a rapper. I'm the artist. My pops was the DJ. Is the DJ obviously, and Rob was a party promoter. Was an event promoter.
Right.
So together we would kind of make things happen for my pops and for anything that I was doing, and when my brother was doing events for himself. And as a nucleus, we was kind of like networking, connecting for each other and making things happen. We also kind of started doing a lot of like vlogging and tapping in and engaging with our followers.
Right.
So when I went to start my social medias, G Mims was already taken. I don't know. Somebody had like G Mims on all social platforms. It was like unused, whatever. So I said, how could I make it make sense? So my pops was Cool DJ Red Alert with a K, so I made mine Cool G Mims.
Right.
And it's kind of just stuck then since then. I got some backlash before, like some people was like, yo, how could he name himself Cool G anything when there's Cool G
I was
rap?
gonna say that. Yeah,
And
they
there
was
was
basing
this,
it off
and
of Cool G
they
rap.
made
and
a
all
whole article about Lil Cat Nap,
Yeah,
Lil
yeah.
instead
What
of
if we
Lil
start
Bow Wow. They
changing
started
everybody
saying this
name,
Soldier.
right?
That shit was it was kind of funny though. Lil Cat Nap is funny. That shit I ain't even. That was I just made that up, but that was good. Lil Cat Nap. Shout out to Lil Bow Wow, but
That's
they
a
was
bunch
just,
of haters.
nah,
That's
yeah,
all
it was
was,
funny
yeah,
though, but
yeah.
it was a big like it was back, right before social media was like blog era,
Right, right.
and it was during social media, but the blog sites were running like music and shit like that, and they was at least moving music around,
Right.
and they had said that, but I never cared about that because I know the origins
Right.
of why I even ran with that, and it's just been that.
But I
since then.
think one of them actually mentioned that it had correlations with your father.
Yeah.
what I'm
Actually, yeah,
saying?
people, yeah, some. It's not just one sided. They
Yeah,
do that
yeah.
on the If you ever looked at my Funk Flex
It's
freestyle,
just ignorance sometimes.
it's in the
right?
comments of the Funk Flex freestyle too about my name. But there's people that actually shout out to all of y'all, cause there's definitely people in the comments like, nah, that's G Mims. You gotta look him up. Da da da. And his pops had Cool before Cool.
Right.
G Rap had Cool.
That's a
And
fact.
you know what I mean? So that's kind of dope. Shout out to y'all, cause you know, I don't. It don't matter to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's cool to see that. Somebody can stand for you. You know what I mean? That's kind of.
Hey, listen. As long as they talking,
Yeah.
when they
you know what I
stop,
mean?
that's when there's a problem,
It's an
right?
engagement, right? So.
Yeah. You know. And you got a birthday coming up too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm on point, baby.
You on
I'm
point.
on point. You definitely right. It's right around the corner too.
Yeah, man. June 9th.
Yeah.
June 9th. Gemini. You know.
My daughter's a Gemini.
Yeah. My daughter's birthday is May 5th.
Hers is the
Yeah, you see
23rd.
what my man just did some
Yeah,
shit like this.
the scale, right?
don't
Look,
know what
I
that
know.
mean. That's not even my sign.
I
This is
know.
another sign with this.
Nah, he wasn't talking about
Like,
you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they still like this, but it's still a.
Yo, man.
Yeah, you
We
know.
good people, man. I just.
Look, I got one of those too. I'm a Pisces. I know. Trust
have,
me.
I have
We
two
got it.
daughters. My youngest daughter birthday is Friday,
Mm.
and my oldest daughter Journey. Her birthday's May 24th, so she's a Gemini too.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, both of them. It's their
Definitely.
birthday month.
Definitely. Happy
so
birthday to both.
I don't even think about my birthday until their month is up. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's about them, unfortunately.
What are you talking? I
I
got
get 2
a
weeks.
couple of days.
After my daughter's birthday, I'll be like, woo, I got 2 weeks to think about mine.
Yeah.
But that's all good. It's all good.
I just dropped mine off yesterday. She was talking. So, we planning something for my birthday. I like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
okay,
that
it's
time.
ready. Definitely.
time.
She turning 18 too, so
Okay.
yeah, it's about to be serious.
Yeah.
She don't want no little poo poo.
Oh no, I'm
You know
talking
what I'm
about
saying?
10
Yeah.
and 7. Mine's is 10 and 7.
Yeah, I got a grown one. She want to go shopping.
Oh yeah,
all
she's
that.
spending that money.
Yeah.
More power to you, my brother.
Yeah.
God
You got
bless.
a little minute.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna enjoy that vicariously
You
through
got a
you.
little minute.
Yeah.
She's not playing with it neither. She's ready.
Shout out to her.
Hair done all. She want it all.
Yeah, hair done, nails thing, everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No small steps at all.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So, I remember that time I came to your studio, right?
All right.
And recorded that track. I still got to finish that.
What's up? Pull up. You know,
Yeah, I
we right
definitely
there.
gotta
Shout out
pull
to the
up.
Diamond District. Shout out to my man Azad.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Heat Makers. R.I.P. Fred the Godson. The day he passed away wasn't too long from this time during COVID. But I'm still there. I wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for them. So that's why I said shout out to them. Shout out to my man AB. And yeah, man, I'm still there. We in the Diamond District. Got a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
And you always welcome to come back, man. We gotta put that
Definitely.
out. We gotta make that
Yeah,
one of
definitely.
your theme songs for your show. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we gotta do. You don't play any of these games on your show?
Nah, we're going to have to get into that.
Yeah, we gotta do that, man. What's up? What's your favorite?
I'm about
game
to
in
start
this
doing
motherfucker?
cash prize giveaways, all types of stuff.
What's your favorite game in here?
Mine would probably be
If you had to play one for the money,
for the
if
money.
you had to play one of these games for the money.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
I'm
has
getting
to be
packed up.
classic.
Myself. I'm getting packed up.
Yeah, Pac-Man, you
Getting
ready?
Packed up. Nah, I need something with cards. I need something where I can manipulate the game.
Yeah. Oh, we got the car. We got the stimulator.
No cards. That's
Oh,
I need something
cards.
Like with cards where I can manipulate the game.
So what, like Uno?
It's a deck of cards there.
Yeah.
I'm a deck of cards.
Oh, you talking about spades and all that?
Yeah, I'm a deck of cards player.
I mean, if we play cards, I'm more like blackjack, poker.
Okay. I like poker. I like Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Texas
You
Hold'em.
said talking about gambling. Yeah. On a different level
I said
though.
if you had to put your money into something on one of these games.
He
what would
definitely said that from the
you- Yeah. Oh, chess. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I might.
Look, we got
Depending
the,
on how far.
we got the
I don't know.
Jumanji up there.
Y'all got Monopoly up there too. Y'all got some games.
Scared to open that shit.
Y'all got some games. Y'all got some games. I'm getting.
Look,
yo,
and it's the wooden box.
I'm getting my thing back with chess too, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Chess.
I played.
Oh, I don't know why I ain't mentioned
somebody
that.
in the studio the other day, and I see the board again. Like
I'm a chess master.
I see the whole board again. It's up now. I played enough games. I see the whole board again. I'm ready for whoever, whenever, however.
I just said I'm a chess master.
I see the board again. At first, I had to get back into seeing the board.
You avoided that twice.
You said what?
No, not you.
Oh,
Well, go ahead.
oh. However, I mean, whatever. You know.
What, the table right there?
Now we don't.
Nah,
we don't finish
chess
the
gonna
show and
take too
stuff.
long.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
take
we
too
gonna-
long.
And I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna
Huh?
talk.
No, it ain't. No,
Oh,
it ain't.
oh, excuse me. Three move.
Oh, you nice
Three
too?
move, Mr. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Oh.
He talking like he gonna get it over with and
I put money up on
mate,
chess.
mate in three. See, yeah, that's good. Chess is my.
Chess and Pac-Man. That might be like my best too.
That's check. That's chess.
Great podcast.
Pac-Man.
Right.
I lose.
Oh, the
I'm
chess
getting
game?
packed up. Pac-Man is
RP,
over.
me and you gonna have to do that. You good? All right.
All right. Well, you know when y'all
That's
ready,
the next one. Yeah.
I'm coming to be a nice little spectator.
Right.
Yeah.
We gonna sit that board right there.
Everybody want to play chess on Saint Nick.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh,
We was gonna
word?
say Nick playing chess.
We might have to set that tournament up.
outside playing chess, gym, everybody. We was all outside,
We might have
video
to set-
shoot and chess.
Right.
No cap, it was video shoot, chess, and
Jim
dice.
play chess too?
Yeah,
He nice?
no, but he might alright. He could play. He could play.
Yeah. I gotta play Jim first. That's hilarious. Oh shit.
You nice? Nah, he just wasn't that good to me when he played. That day.
Yeah, yeah.
Or he was playing against somebody really good.
Yeah, yeah. You
He
spanked
probably
him?
wasn't in. Nah, I was watching him play.
Broski trash.
Oh man.
And nah, he didn't play Broski. He didn't play Broski. Nah, he played somebody else. I think he played Murder. Yeah.
He played Corey, I think. No, he played.
Nah, he played Murder. He played Murder. And I don't know if he wasn't focused or not, but that's the only time I seen him play. You feel me?
He was high.
I don't want to say he not good, Jim. You know you my man. Capo is. I'm not gonna lie. He turned out to be good at things. Yeah, we went bowling, bro. Yo, we went bowling.
Right.
And when I say I felt so hustled by Capo out of my money that I won at bowling, that nigga's you be surprised what he good at. So I'm not even gonna knock him.
So he nice in bowling.
Yeah, he pretty good in bowling. Yeah.
Right.
So, I'm not gonna knock him, but I seen him play. He wasn't looking good that day. That's the only time I seen him play. But it was chess, dice, and video shoots.
Right.
And that shit was fun as shit. And cookouts and fish fry and all types of shit and motorcycles.
It was Harlem.
and
was
everything, right? So
That's the best way to describe
yeah,
that
that's
shit.
the best way to describe it. You know what I mean? So seafood, bikes,
Right.
dice, chess, and video shoots, and weed, and music.
Right.
Word. So
when we expecting that album?
So y'all not getting the album yet. Y'all getting song after song tomorrow. Actually, I know, like I said, I don't know when this is, but it's tomorrow. I'm dropping a record. We and my man Big Cruz.
Right.
I just put out about 2 weeks ago a freestyle called DJ Spazzo Freestyle. As you know, Angels is on all streaming platforms. The DJ Spazzo Freestyle was on all streaming platforms. Shout out to DJ Spazzo. That's my bro. That's Harlem right there. And tomorrow I'm dropping a record called Make Me Rich with my man Big Cruz. Shout out to Zod. Video, everything dropping tomorrow. So
The video too?
Video, song, everything drops tomorrow.
Nice.
So tap in. I'll be posting it all over the place tomorrow and shit.
Tap in. Be sure to follow KoolGMims on all platforms.
KoolGMim.
Don't forget the $sign.
Yeah, big facts.
Don't forget the $sign.
Yeah. Don't forget the dollar.
Right.
So we here. Oh yeah, and definitely pull up, DM me or something if you want the address and shit to the store. Come pull up to the store if you want to get your good za. Don't forget the $za. You know what I mean? I'm fucking with the red bag right now, but we got the blue, the red, the yellow. They all different strands. So come
And
get yours.
and y'all forgot to bring my bag, so
Fucking with that red bag right now.
all right.
Yeah. Fucking with that red bag. So yeah. That
red bag.
You know what I mean? And so.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we here, man. We here. Thank you for having me, man.
Definitely. It's always a pleasure. You my brother.
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure.
Word.
So thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all next time. We finally came to the end of another episode, and we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button, share it with a friend, and who knows, it might be you next time sitting in the seat. Have a good night.